with Graham Platner having momentum from endorsements from people like Bernie Sanders and support from Elizabeth Warren, he has been the progressive, out of nowhere candidate in the field that we are seeing an increasing number of. Got Zoran Mamdani in New York City, Dan Osborne, although he ran in 2024. But we are seeing a rise in the sort of economic populist new Democratic Party, and he was one of those candidates. But recently, some old Reddit posts, 3, 4, 5 years old, have been leaked from him. Made crude comments about black diners, rural white people, police officers, and victims in year-old comments on Reddit. And now, if you search up Graham Platner, yeah, people don't like it when you say that. Please be careful what you say. It mirrors a also recent event with Democratic Virginia Attorney General candidate Jay Jones, where he said some bad things in a text message a few years ago when he was a delegate in the Virginia House. Now he's behind in polling in the same state where Abigail Spanberger is increasingly locked in for the governorship. What this means for Maine, if we check out race to the White House, we get Maines versus Collins, Mills versus Collins. It has been the consensus that Janet Mills is a stronger candidate. I'm not sure, I think, but I'm not sure with what Graham Platner has recently had. His campaign is in a little bit of a free fall. Susan Collins first won this seat in 1996. Let me get back there, all the way back. And has had it consistently in a state that has trended increasingly Democratic. And her most recent election in 2020, she won it by 9 points in the same presidential election, where Joe Biden also carried it by 9. That's like an 18 to 17 point overperformance. So that means a lot. If we go into the main polling right here, let's just go, the only poll on Wikipedia at least, Susan Collins versus Janet Mills from Zenith Research, Democratic-aligned organization, released on October 10th. If we just take a look at this poll, most people would see, 42 minus 37.5, Janet Mills up by 5. But no. Look how many other and undecided voters there are. This poll means nothing. And if you want to look at the mathematical rigor, I know it's scary, just hold with it, but if you want to look at the mathematical rigor of it, this is basically the possible range of the margin of error due to how much they weight the poll or how proportional it is. It's anywhere from 6 points to 8.5 points. This poll shows Janet Mills leading by 5. So, and by Democratic-leaning organization, I wouldn't say she's as locked in as you might think. And from that same poll, Susan Collins is tied with Graham Platner. As for the larger Senate, this is my Senate prediction model of the spreadsheet I've been using. So far it shows Democrats holding all the 3 major seats with Ohio and Texas in play, Ohio being the closest. If you want to know how this model fared last time, it got every state except for Pennsylvania, which most people predicted Pennsylvania would be held by Bob Casey, but that's not the case. But everything else was pretty accurate, I would say. So, it's trustworthy. Right now, if you want to plug this into a map, you get this. Leaning states for all these 6, and Democrats have an actual pathway through Ohio with Sherrod Brown and Texas with somebody, Colin Allred, James Talrico, Jasmine Crockett, it's somebody. And Maine is essential to that. Maine is seen as the top pickup opportunity. If they can't get Maine, that's going to be a huge problem. I mean, it's still set, at least from my model, that Maine is going to be by around 3%. But again, this is very margin of error. I'd give this thing a margin of error of about 2.5 points. So, yeah, that's what we're looking at right now. My personal perspective, I like Graham Platner. I think he's the best possible candidate. And I hope he can clear it up. But for now, this is the map we're looking at. October 18th, 2025. Before I forget, I think Mary Peltola is running for Senate. I just want to say that before it happens so that I can say that I did it. Have fun, and always remember to politic.